You know why people are contacting people like me and other podcasters? It's because we give them a voice. 2, we ask for evidence. 3, no one believes in the mainstream media anymore because, like we've said, they are the mouthpiece for the government. And 4, we have a weak government right now that's destroying our country, our way of life, and refuse to deal with the issue at hand, and that's immigration. Instead, we have a Prime Minister that's trying to live off the back of John Howard. You're not John Howard, and you never will be, Albanese. The issue isn't guns. People will do whatever they can to destroy a country, with guns or without guns. You need to tackle the real issue, and the real issue is immigration and where it's coming from. We've never had issues with the Israelis in this country, ever. But as soon as we started to bring in people from Muslim countries that were extremists, we get these issues. Like I've said before, 70% of people in each nationality around the world is fine. But it does take 10 to 25% to change the demographics of a country, change our way of life, but yet you decided to bring in people that absolutely hate Western democracy. You've seen it, you've heard it for 4 decades. Instead of setting up laws to deal with people that are coming into our country from violent backgrounds, you decided to bring them in and then react after a shooting. And even then, you still haven't reacted the way you're supposed to react in protecting all of Australians, including people from their own community.
This is the moment a protester came face to face with a convicted terrorist on the Sydney Harbour Bridge. ABC Investigations has revealed how supporters of the Islamic State terrorist group, or ISIS, are exploiting the anti-war movement to radicalise young Australians. This man is convicted ISIS recruiter Yusuf Uwainat. He was jailed for encouraging teenagers to launch attacks. Uwainat walked free less than 2 years ago without any restrictions after he convinced a judge he'd de-radicalised. But at the Gaza war protest, he posed on the bridge with this flag. It's a common Islamic symbol called the Shahada, which has been appropriated by ISIS and Al-Qaeda. He was at the protest with a notorious preacher, Wissam Haddad.
If you attack Allah, then you are going to be met with men who love death more than you love life.
Haddad is the spiritual leader of Australia's pro-ISIS network, but he's never been charged with a terrorism offence. His Sydney prayer centre was infiltrated by an ASIO spy who later spoke to the ABC.
I told ASIO, you think you are in an ISIL camp in Syria or in Iraq.
We've discovered Yusuf Uwainat is one of 2 former youth leaders at Haddad's prayer centre convicted of terrorism offences. His network is fighting for a global religious caliphate, so they're opposed to any flag but theirs. And they're also opposed to a Palestinian state.
The Palestinian flag is under my foot.
The only solution for Palestine is an Islamic one. No nationalism, no tribalism, no borders.
New South Wales police are now considering whether to charge protesters who carried the Shahada flag under new national hate symbols laws. But the Muslim community warns that would criminalise a sacred Islamic emblem, which has been corrupted by terrorists.
Let's just rewind that last bit. Those flags are terrorist flags. Hello? This is the problem with mainstream media. They don't want to talk about the truth because they're too worried about fucking hurting people's feelings. Hello? If you came from that country into our country, at least tell the truth. And half the time, the terrorists will tell you the truth. And the 70% in the background will just sit quietly. Because they know that if they speak up, they'll probably have their heads cut off. Hello? We are tired of the backhanded statements given by the media. It's not about touchy-feely shit, it's about telling the truth. That's what medias are supposed to do. Instead, they're too busy trying not to offend people. That's not how life works.